Hey guys, so here's your stuff for Tuesday the 14th. Gonna give you some options for all kind of equipment levels. We're gonna be trying to add in a lot more body weight stuff. There may be some new people that don't have equipment or the right equipment or whatever. Often the strengths are gonna kind of be a little hard to do so, but the wads for sure, we're gonna make sure we give a body weight option and no equipment option from now on. Also, if you're a little bit new, you're going to probably want to mark out a 200 meter mark outside somewhere, or kind of have a landmark at a house or a fire hydrant or something like that that you can kind of use as something to run to. 200 meter mark, so that there and back would be 400, or a 100 meter mark, there and back would be 200, and then you could use that over and over if you want to do that. Be safe when you're running outside. You're not kind of breathing heavy past people and stuff, but yeah. Okay, so warm up. You're gonna go 5 burpees, chest to the ground. So chest to the ground. Jump and clap. Don't have to go very fast. We're gonna go through 3 rounds of this stuff. So 5 burpees, kettlebell swings. I know usually we'd go light in a warm up, but usually most of you guys only have 1 kettlebell. You're gonna go right to the top. Right? Maybe adjust by reps. But usually if you took that kettlebell home, you probably can do 10 reps of it. And then box step ups or stair step ups or some sort of step up. You're gonna just step, stand tall, switch legs. Okay? Stand tall every time. Just be creative with what you're stepping on and make sure it's a solid chair or whatever you're using. Yeah, so for the strength, this one's pretty tough to do no body weight, or sorry, with just body weight. So try to be creative with what you do. So if you have a barbell, we're doing 3 position cleans, power cleans. So that's the one where we do a power clean from the high hang, right? We go from the knee, landing in a quarter squat, and then we go from the ground, touch, quarter squat, right? So the hard part about this one is that you gotta get the bar all the way to here. You can't drop into a squat, so I can't just do this and drop underneath. I've gotta lift it all the way to here, each time without momentum, and then as I go, I get a bit more momentum from the knee and I get a bit more momentum from the ground. So it's a good drill. So even if your weights that you have at home aren't very heavy, it's a good drill to practice the lifts and practice the different positions. And then if you're getting the hang of it, if you have the weights, you can add as you go. So if you have a barbell, you're gonna try to build and build and build. I would say warm up this practice lift, even if you have a dumbbell only, and you wanna kind of do a little bit of kind of barbell lifting practice with a broomstick or a PVC or a hockey stick at home. Try this. So you're gonna just do this with me first, just to kind of refresh it. So power motion first, keep the chest up. We're gonna jump and shrug a few times, the knuckles down. Right? Try not to try not to use the arms at all and getting all the power from extension and shrug. Then I'm gonna high pull. So it's jump and shrug, and then continues up into the high pull, and the knuckles stay turned down. Right? So it's gonna be okay. And then I'm gonna work on that fast turnover. So that's kind of one of the bigger things for today is when I get the bar up to here, I'm working on shooting my elbows through from a narrow stance to elbows through fast. Okay? Okay, so when I put that together, it's from here, it's jump and shrug. Okay? After the first one, I'm gonna bring it down, I'm gonna hinge over to the middle of the deadlift, so I'm gonna tip over. Bar's gonna stay close, tip over to the knee, back straight at the knee. At this point, I'm gonna start bringing my chest back up to the power position, leaving a little bit of knee bend so that I can get to vertical. And then landing in that same quarter squat. And then on the way down for the third one, I'm gonna bring it down close, hinge the same way down to the hang position, then button shoulders are gonna drop down together to the knee, and then button shoulders are gonna raise together, chest comes up, leaving some knee bend, and then extension, and elbows through, right? So it's gonna be the 3 lifts every minute and a half. Yeah, so if you have a set number of weight at home, you're probably going to want to build up in weight before, or sort of practice before. Keep it at the same weight, drill it in, drill it in, drill it in. If you got a little bit more options of weights, you can kind of add as you go. Yeah, but it's a skill drill just as much, so don't go crazy with it where all of a sudden you can't, like one of the 3 lifts look really bad and the other 2 look good. If that's happening, go down a weight, get it right, get it right, get it right. Okay? So the timing for every minute and a half is 0, 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5, 12. So last set starts at 13.5. Okay? So try to keep track of that. Try to write it down somewhere, and try to do it on the clock so that we're getting the heart rate up. Okay? So if you have a dumbbell, it would be sort of from the high hang would be usually if I'm just kind of here on my leg, or jump shrug. Okay, there's high hang, so no hinge. So I didn't kind of do this to get started. Second one, I'm going to tip over. I'm going to put it between my legs, hinge to here. So back straight in the middle, and then I'm going to get it up to the shoulder, and then on the third one I'm going to bring it down close, touch the ground to the shoulder. So I'm going to do, I was going to do 3 from the high hang, so 3 from here, so not much hinge. Then I'm going to tip over to the knee for 3, and then I'm going to go to the ground for 3, right? And then I would switch arms, do 3 from the high hang, 3 from the knee, 3 from the ground on the other side. If you have 2 dumbbells, you could just do 3, 3, 3, 3. So you could do from here, have the 2, then go from the knee, have the 2 to the ground, okay, for 3, right? Yeah, when you bring that down, so when you have 1 dumbbell, you're swinging between the legs. When you got 2, you're going to have to keep your feet a little bit narrow when you do those for that deadlift to touch. If you have your feet wide, you're going to kind of hit yourself in the feet and the knees are going to get in the way. Yeah, so same idea. If you've got a kettlebell, you can kind of do that high hang, right? From the knee, so a little more hinge, and then from the ground. Okay, so I would do that same rep scheme as I did if I had 1 dumbbell. So 3 from here, 3 from here, 3 from there, then switch arms, 3 from the top, 3 from the knee, 3 from the ground. Okay. If I've got a med ball only, a few people might have now, or say you don't have a kettlebell and a med ball and you kind of getting sick of using that kettlebell every day and it's kind of an awkward for you, I would do med ball clean. So we're going to go from straight arms here, jump and shrug, have that ball not spin, right? So if you have the kind of label of the ball facing forward, it shouldn't spin on, right? So your kind of hands come off, so you're going to do 3 from there, 3 from the knee. What I'm trying not to do is curl it. I'm trying not to kind of spin it like this. I'm trying to jump and shrug, and then spin around it, then 3 from the ground, touch. Okay? So play around with it. I would say a good idea would be to do the barbell practice, whether with a broomstick or something, whether you've got a barbell or not, just to keep those movements fresh, and then kind of pick whichever workout you're going to do for what equipment you got. For the WOD, it's a really long one today. So like I said, hopefully you've got those marks out and kind of you don't have to kind of keep making new marks every day. If you're a little bit new, set them and then leave them there. Have a mark that you kind of know to run to. So you're going to do an 800 meter run, so you could do that you could run your 100 and back, right, 4 times, or you could run to the 200 and back twice. Yeah, 30 kettlebell swings like we did a warm-up, right to the top, okay? So I would, depending on your weight, if it's a little heavy, you might be kind of breaking that up a lot. If it's a little light, hang on for 30. It's an AMRAP, right? So if it's a little light and you get more rounds out of it, that's okay. If it's a little heavy, you gotta break it up a little bit. You might do sets of 5 to 10. That might happen, you'll still kind of get through it as you go, okay? If you don't have a kettlebell, or if you have a dumbbell and you're swinging it, you might want to tip it down like this, kind of hold it like a golf club. I found that to be more comfortable than holding it like this and then having my feet be so wide that I have to get my legs out of the way. But it works as well, depending on the size of your kettlebell, length of your legs and all that. Yeah, then a 400-meter run, and it's walk or run or whatever you got to do. If you're new to this stuff, you can kind of walk till you kind of feel okay to start running. You can walk the whole thing. It's all kind of just you making it hard for yourself. And then box jumps. Maybe if everything's outside, you might be using your outside steps or indoor steps if you can come in and out. But try to make it a jump, even if it's not a very high jump. I'd like to make it a jump. So something that gets you explosive. So it's a 2-foot jump. Stand up tall. You can step down or jump down. Height of the box is kind of up to you. Usually in a gym workout, we would do a 24-inch box for the guys and a 20-inch box for the girls. But not everyone has that, so you're just going to kind of, if you're using your deck or your couple steps to get up to the house, or going inside the house, maybe you're using the second step or the first step or whatever's right for you. Try not to do a step up. Try to do some sort of jump, even if it's not very high. Yeah, and then if you get through that, then you're going to start back with the 800-meter run. Yeah, so everything's going to kind of add up. Even if you're not making things really hard, you're just going to get further into the workout. Okay? So as many rounds as possible, 30 minutes. Okay? Good luck, guys. Keep it going.